Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Harika. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you. So let's say if you're someone new to Orchestrator and if you don't know how to connect your robots and allocate some licenses and where you can check like how many licenses you have and how you can utilize them, how you can run a bot in attended mode and unattended mode. So all these things that I'm gonna talk about in this video. So if you're someone new to Orchestrator and don't know how you can get this done, by end of this video I ensure that you know everything and you can get this done parallelly. Maybe if you have an enterprise trail version with you, because right now what I'm going to show you is on enterprise trail version. You can see that over here which says 58 days left. And also if you have your licenses, maybe for your community version also, you can just check it out. I'll show you like quickly where you can check the licensing part. So you can just go to the admin, and here in this particular page you can have your view licenses available for your organization and manage license allocation. So you can see these are the licenses that are applicable and allowed, available for this particular tenant. So going ahead with these licenses, I can create one unattended robot. So by default, you can see here on my page, on my robots, I have one attended, right? So this is there by default. And if I wanted to add in more unattended and any production or testing licenses, I can add based on the availability that I have on my tenant. Okay, so that's the whole idea. So if you have your attended robot available, so what you can do is, let me go to assistant. So I can see here, this is connected and licensed on this particular tenant. And I have one of my process deployed. So I'm gonna run it from here. So basically, if it's an attended automation, you can run it through assistant or from the tray. So we can say this is the only piece of information that's there in this workflow, which shows a tested message on a message box. So I say okay, and the process has run completed successfully. So let's say if the same process, so let's go to my workspace. And here I have my process, which is Outlook demo. And if I am in a thought to trigger it on a daily basis at a certain time. So let's say I would give demo trigger, which is a process that I want to trigger Outlook demo. I'm selecting that from the process name, and I'm in UTC plus 5:30 time zone. And let's say if I wanted to trigger every day at 12:52, okay, I just added this trigger, and it says invalid run times because I haven't allocated any unattended run times, because unattended is something we say that we are going to trigger. I don't want any human intervention. That's what the difference between attended and unattended, right? So basically if a human comes in and triggers or start the job, then we call it as a attended automation. But you don't want any human to be involved, and the job needs to be picked and run every time, every day, or every month at a certain time or a particular time. Then we call it as a unattended automation. So in order to get that done, we should have unattended runtimes allocated to that particular machines, right? So I don't have this at the moment, so that's why I am having this restriction. So now what I'm going to do is, let's first create or allocate unattended runtimes. So how I can do that? So first let's go to the machines. So in the machines, if you see here, there's a machine over here, right? This is a machine template. And if you see, there is a runtime details. We can add up whether you wanted to give a unattended or testing license, whatever the allocation you wanted to get that done, you can just add it over here into that particular machine. So I'm going to add it to 1, and I would say update. Let's say if you put 2, because you have only one license for this, it will give you some error. So I have shown you where else we can check the licenses. Go to admin and check the license. There you can see how many licenses you have permission to. So the first part is done, right? We have allocated. So let's say if you wanted to create a new machine template, that can also be done. Just go and create a machine template. You can just give here the name. Okay. And here the rest of the things remain same. And here you can just add it one and say provision. Okay. So the machine key will be coming up and say close. Okay, done. So you've created this machine template, but uh, that means you have allocated one, you have utilized one license to that particular machine template. But in order to run that, okay, you should have a robot, or you should say a user, right? This says the local user. So you should have a user connected to that particular robot type. So this particular user is connected to attended robot type, but we want this user also to be connected to unattended robot type. So for that you have to get the access for this user. So let's say if I don't have an access for this user, but still I have my license. So how this actually behaves? So let's go ahead and see. So I'll do the same process. I'll go to triggers and I will do add a new trigger. So if you see now, what would be the error you may encounter now? So daily I wanted to run it at 12:56. Okay. Say add. So the trigger has created because we have the runtimes, okay, which is unattended runtime we have. But in this, if you see here, we have unattended runtime. So now let's wait for 12:56. When the process starts, we can see what will happen. So let's see, let's wait in the jobs page to see if the bot picks up at 12:56 and in which status it will go into. So here it is 12:56 and so we can see that the process didn't start because it doesn't have any unattended user connected to that. So now let's see, I will go ahead and do it manually. So let's say if I want to run it on this workspace and on this machine, and let's say this is the process I wanted to take. So now if you do this manually in an unattended mode, so what happens? Cannot find any user with unattended robot permissions in the current folder. So the same thing I can get this done by allocating the license. So there are two steps actually. First thing is you have to create a machine that has unattended license allocated to it, runtimes. Okay, and after that you should have a user for which the unattended license is provided. So now let's go in here and now I'm enabling this. Okay, and I'm providing my Windows credentials over here. By providing who am I, just copy this whole thing. And the password, system password, and say next, update. So it is updated, right? Now let's go to robots and check. We have attended and unattended, both of the robot types connected to this particular account or the user. So now we have the user as well as the machine template that has unattended license allocated to it. So now the next part is we can go ahead and trigger the bot. So now let's go to the processes and the triggers. Let me change the trigger time to 1. Okay. So now let's see if the process picks up and run. Okay. Then the triggers we can see in 35 seconds, right? At 1 p.m. it's gonna run. Let me pause this. So now let's go to jobs. Check this over here. So we can see that it is refreshing. Okay, so it went into running state. Right? We can see that the process has started and it got executed. After I click on OK, it is successful. So this is how you can get this done. So the major thing is, first you have to make sure that how many licenses are available, that we can get that done by going to admin and check here the licenses. Okay, so based on the availability of the licenses, the next thing is you can create a particular machine template in your tenant. At your tenant level, you can create a machine template. So that's the same thing that I've done here. I've created a machine template and I have done created for one unattended license. So that means I can trigger my bot at the time that I wanted to. That means I can get an unattended automation. I can run the bot in unattended mode. And the next thing is I should have a user that utilizes that licenses and run the bot in unattended mode. So for which I have given the access for this particular user by going into manage access. So this is my user. I have done that from here by providing the credentials and all. So that's it. Once after we get all this done, we can create the triggers and run the bot in unattended mode. So I hope you got clarity on the attended automation setup and unattended automation setup. So that's all in this video. And in next video, I'm going to talk about more orchestrated related stuff and also few interview questions that you might encounter on orchestrator. So thank you so much for watching.